Hey guys, how you going? I just got these bushes today from XRC over in New Zealand there. They're replacement starter bushes for the KTM two-stroke models that always seem to chew out so quick. They're a high quality type brass bush that just replaces the stock units and comes with this driving pin there to drive them into the housings with. Just rip into this and get this off and show you how to put them in. All I've done now is just taken out your 6 case bolts from around the side. You either pull your shifter off or just hold it down as you pull the case off out of the way. Grab your bendix, it'll fall out. There's 4 bushes in total. There's one in the case there, one in the case there, and one at either side of the idler gear. The way I get mine out, I just usually just grab a screwdriver and just wriggle it in there a bit usually, and then this one I know is particularly loose, so it comes out pretty easy. They just come out like that. Other ways you can do it is get a drill in there and drill it in until the drill bit bites onto it and then pull it out. When you install them, there's a little flat edge. That's got to go to the top so they get a bit of lubrication in there where they can. This one here was a little bit loose in the case, so actually I had to put a little bit of Loctite in there, and I made a few little light marks with a screwdriver just to give it something to bite into. Get the tool in there and just... That actually feels pretty good there with those few little marks I made in the case. It's given it something to bite into as it's gone in. I'll probably wait until the Loctite dries tomorrow before I'll try to start it off the starter, just to give it enough time to set. That one there I had to install the same way, so it's in that line there runs sort of vertical when the case is flipped around the right way. Slot your bendix back in. I'll just shift it down out of the way. Draw a couple bolts in there to hold the cover back on. Flip off the cover here to the crown wheel or idler gear, whichever you want to call it. Just have to be careful these gaskets. Mine's already torn, but they're a very thin gasket, so it doesn't sort of take much effort to rip these ones. There's locating pins on both of the bolts there, so it makes that cover a little bit tricky to get off sometimes. Your idler out of the way. There's another bush there, and the other one in the case there. Just got to pull these ones out the same way I did the other ones with the screwdriver, so jiggle it in there a bit, and then they just pop out the side pretty easy. Do the same with the one in the outer case there as well. Probably the best one out of the lot. This one's pretty tight, so I might actually have to get the drill into this one. Oh, there she comes. So just got the new one on there, the flat edge on the top there. Not sure if you can see that in the video. Work out whereabouts horizontal is so I can try to get that in the right way. It's nice and tight, so shouldn't. A couple of little taps. That's the new bush in there. Slip him over the installing tool, and that one feels nice and tight in there as well. Job done. Chuck everything back together and throw some oil in mine doing the wet mod, and then we'll see how it goes. Just chuck a little fraction of grease on each bush there so they hopefully run a bit smoother to start with. Truck your idler crown wheel back in. all the case bolts back in. I've upgraded my stator cover gasket there as well to the, I think it's 2015 they went to the new one, where it's it's got some steel in the gasket, so it doesn't tear apart as soon as you pull it off like the original ones do, and even some of the aftermarket kits have still got those type of gaskets in there that are just made of paper. So if you're going to do it, you may as well upgrade to the new gasket at the same time.